Hello, my viewers. My name still remains Young with Sunday. I want to welcome you all to my YouTube channel on PU Former Academy. Looking at my previous presentation, we have said so much regarding the role played by raw materials of this flexible polyethylene foam, what they use to make this foam. Now, looking at lesson 1 up to lesson 13, I can classify those one as model 1. Then model 2, I will be looking at the production technique. So today, I will be looking at cost-saving production technique, cost-saving production process, okay? Cost-saving production process. Cost-saving production process. Cost-saving production process means how you can use the available raw materials and make a foam that is economically acceptable without compromising with the quality. That is what I'm trying to say. Now, looking at the industry in the general sense, the industry is so facing serious challenges, especially here in Nigeria, because 99% of the raw materials are all imported. So you know what it means when such occur, where you find yourself in a manufacturing process. Therefore, you have to think, what are the ways that can be used in order to see how we save cost without affecting the quality of the product. Now, looking at Nigeria specifically, we have Standard Organization of Nigeria. Standard Organization of Nigeria is federal government agency that regulate standard, not just in PU foam alone, but other products, other manufacturing products such as water, pharmaceutical, clothes, textile, and the rest, etc., etc., provided that you are converting raw material to a useful product. That product can be consumable or non-consumable. But in PU form, the product is not consumable because there are two things that govern nature: quality, sleep, and food. So those are the two things that govern nature. So every soul needs what? Quality sleep. Now it is PU foam that can do that. So PU foam industry is very, very important in our daily life because the application, you see it in everywhere. Okay, even as I speak, look at your home, look at your chair, look at packaging industry. The application is so wide so that it cannot be mentioned. Now, looking at the entire production techniques, there are several processes used. I've mentioned this in my previous lesson. That is the continuous process. Let me list them out, just something to remember. The continuous process, 2, semi-continuous process, 3, batch process. The most common use is this and this, but there are some. The continual process between this and this is known as semi-continual process. That not fully continual process, not fully batch process. That's what simple means: semi-continuous process, neither here or there, depending on how the equipment is being designed. Now, looking at this is ways and method at which flexible foam is being produced. Now, looking at the production process, We are going to simplify it specifically for those that are using continuous process and those that are also using a batch process. So as you are watching me, I don't know where you are watching me from, okay? You have to pay attention because it's not easy for you to use the entire money to procure chemical at the end. The production is not good the way it's supposed to be. You end up wasting all the raw material and generate process waste. When process waste is being generated, okay, that is not ID production. Your production is not sustainable at all. So at the end of the day, looking at the entire costing, you lose money a lot. So the aim and objective of this my presentation is to pay attention so that you can also adopt this method, okay, and see how efficient it is in your own production technique. Now, the first thing you need to put into consideration is what we call energy efficient. Energy efficient, or let me say energy efficiency. Yeah, let me use efficiency. Now, looking at this, in every process, machineries that you are using that are going to use to convert this raw material to the product must be less energy consumed in terms of fuel and electricity, okay? So you must look for a design that can do this job for you, because by using a high expensive equipment that consume this is going to make the cost of your production increase. So you must look for a technology, okay, a foaming plant that is less energy consumable. If you are using a box foam, you must look for a facility, okay, equipment that do what? Consume less energy and maintain it excellently. Okay, not just less consumption, but you have to maintain it excellently so that to ensure that you are saving money in your production process. Two, we have what we call raw materials optimization. Raw materials optimization. Okay. Raw material optimization means that those material they are going to use, okay, must pass through series of check to ensure that you are not collecting adulterated chemical from a source. So it has to be well screened. Where you are buying it from, those people must have experience, okay, in terms of what the chemical is used for. You understand? So that they will not be sending you something you don't need in the name, on a perception that that is what you want to use it for. Two, you must have a good personnel who are going to use this chemical to produce for you, so that a person will not use that avenue to learn by error, thereby wasting your chemicals, okay? Because PU form raw materials are very, very expensive. Here in Nigeria, the industry, the people, the manufacturer here are, in fact, the entire raw materials are all imported. So you know what it means. And are very, very expensive because they are the product of petrochemical products. You understand? So you need to control your raw material in such a way that it is not adulterated and the personnel are skillful enough, understanding the engineering process and chemical reaction or process, well trained, before such a person can use raw material to make food. Now, it's not only that. Looking at the high cost of this raw material, calcium carbonate is being used as a substitute just to save money. Calcium carbonate, okay? So calcium carbonate make foam in such a way that they make it more sustainable in nature, in that it gives the manufacturer room that reduce the consumption of high expensive petrochemical product, because calcium carbonate is more cheaper than this. So by the use of calcium carbonate, your production process will be a bit economical, okay, without even affecting the quality. Now, we also have what we call production efficiency. 3. Production efficiency. So the entire production process, there are things that you need to put into planning before you go into production. Receive of the raw material, preparation of the raw material, that is the blending of the raw material. If you are going to integrate calcium carbonate, conditioning, the temperature, the calibration of all the dispenser equipment. For those in the batch process, the common mistakes people do make is that they do not check their weighing scale. When your weighing scale does not function properly, you are going to have errors. By having errors, you are going to waste the batch of your foam. Then what about the preparation of mold that you are going to transfer the mixing process to the mold? It has to be checked and well lubricated to reduce mechanical tension, okay, so that the foam will not be collapsed. Now, in the continuous process, you look at your temperature, your dispensing calibration. In your calibration, don't wait until you have fault. Develop a schedule that you are going to calibrate it either on monthly basis or weekly basis. You understand? Then have a well-designed checklist. A well-designed checklist. Checklist is nothing but a document that is made available by you so that to eliminate errors or oversight in one reason or the other. For example, you want to produce, okay, you don't know at which temperature do you want to make that production. Go to your checklist. Checklist will tell you what temperature is the raw material. You check. So that is what we call checklist. List that allow you to check to correct certain errors so that you will not make unnecessary mistakes and oversight during a production. You have a plan, pre-production, production, and post-production. So looking at this, you may see it as a very common principle, but by putting this into consideration, don't you think it will help you a lot? It's very, very important. You understand? Most of the things I see, if you go to textbook, you won't see it. This is a common knowledge. I'm saying this because I'm in the industry. I'm using the experience to explain this common mistake most of the PU foam industry do make, thereby making it as if a production is magic. It's not magic. You understand? So why can't you like my page? Subscription is free. Share it and follow me up. You are going to learn a lot. I hope this is very, very interesting, Abby. Thank you, my viewers. Bye.